you're learning that at a very young age.
Yeah.
And you're also involved with music, you mentioned.
Yes.
How long have you been singing?
I've been performing since I was young. My first show was when I was about 8 years old. I did, 7, 8 years old. I did a contest at elementary school, and I sang Leslie Gore, It's My Party, and an oldies, group, and she was an oldie singer. And my family's very much with the oldies as well. We love it. And that's when I really started to perform and really get into it at that age. It was about 7 or 8 also, same time doing the book. So I was a lot going on.
So you're used to having an audience. Sounds like you're used to speaking,
Yes.
or maybe that's one of your giftings, is to speak and to sing. And you said it was a show. Have you done other concerts?
I've had, with the school, we did a lot of different things, and I did perform out of school, at different events and so forth. But I also did a contest. Our school chorus, our high school and middle school really at the time, the chorus went on a trip and we performed. And I did soloist. I was, one of the top soloists to perform, and I won for outstanding soloist of that year.
Wow! Congratulations.
Thank you. So I was very excited to be doing this. But again, that's with the friends and everybody. There were the supporters and the non-supporters. But that happened.
You also won awards for your writing during school when you were in school.
Yes.
What were some of those awards?
I won awards for poetry. And my mom is very much into poetry, so she was helping me a lot into, learning and getting the grasp of poetry. So it really means a lot to me, writing. It really does. It opens your mind and it gets you going to places that are just really remarkable. So I won awards pretty much in school is really where.
It just sounds like you're very close to your family. What part have they played in all this for you?
They play a very big part, very big role. I told them, I said, I'll always be me no matter what, no matter how big I get or whatever. I don't think of myself, even if they call me a celebrity, I will always be me no matter what. The down-to-earth girl who's always there for somebody, always helping somebody. I don't, believe just in that title. People will say it, and I appreciate it, but my parents, they're very supportive. They help me in everything that I do every day. And I thank God every day. That's really who I thank.
And they're part of the book, too? Are they characters in the book?
Certain aspects of what my parents have done in my life are in the book, but not everything. There's other things from other parents, again, when it comes to witnessing and seeing, that I picked up and put in and tweaked. So,
tell us about 9/11, because that's a theme that is in your book. What happens there?
When 9/11, I lost my aunt, which is my mother's middle sister. Her name was Arlene T. Babikitis, and she was very also instrumental in my life. She was my second mother, and she was very supportive. And she didn't let anything get to her or bother her. Even if something was, she never would show it. And she had this dry sense of humor that would just make you crack up, and, we'd always have a blast. And she was in, I wanted to put this in the book because I wanted children to know that no matter how horrific a situation may be, you can always make it through no matter what, and God's there for you, no matter what you believe.
And so she passed away on 9/11?
Yes, she did.
And that kind of comes into play in the book in one of, is it Suzanne who loses her aunt?
Yes, Suzanne loses her aunt, and that whole story is taken from my life. It's completely true of what happened that day.
So that must have been, did you find that cathartic to write about her?
Yes, I didn't find it hard at all. It just came to me very quickly, and I wrote it all down, and I pretty much had it done within a half an hour. I didn't find it hard. It was, once I got, I guess, all the emotions out prior, coming back to it to write it down, it came out the way I wanted it to, very beautifully.
What are some of these lessons? What are things that lessons that teens need to learn?
I think teens need to learn a lot about faith and treating people better, treating people appropriately, standing up for yourself, whether it be to a parent in the right way or to a friend or to a colleague, whoever it may be. I really believe that children need to learn. I know it stems a lot also from the home life. It's like a domino effect. If a parent is going through something, it's going to trickle down to the child. And it's hard, it really is, but the parent can get help as well too. They have to want it, is really what it is. They can't just, happen overnight. They got to want it and work at it to get it.
The teens do?
Yes, as well as parents if they want to.
And is that a lesson that you're teaching in the book?
Yes, that is one of the lessons.
And what have you seen in the dynamic? A lot of times, teen girls are very kind of catty and nasty with each other. Do you address that issue at all?
There's a story in here, definitely, that addresses it in elementary. I mean, it starts very younger.
Yes, it does start
very
very
young. It starts younger than elementary, to be honest.
You're right. I was very surprised. I have a niece that's 10 years old,
Yes.
and it sounded, when she was telling me about her life as a 10-year-old girl,
Yeah.
she already sounded like she was a teenager.
Yes.
There was so much drama
Yeah.
already in her life.
And that's because a lot of children and teens and preteens, they're not happy with themselves. You know, they don't have somebody to talk to, and they feel insecure, and they don't understand where they need to go. And that's where parent has to come in, and parents don't normally, have the time sometimes to be there to sit there and talk to their children. So there's always other outlets. Like I said, the faith, there's a counselor, there's a teacher. So it's hard.
And there's your book.
And there's my book. Exactly. Letting, me talking through Suzanne to them.
The issue of